Hello, beautiful souls and people out there. I've got the 3-card reading here. So the first one I'm doing is number 43, okay? She of the Lotus. This is the one about doing the shadow work and going within, okay? So you can pause it if you want, alright? And with this card, okay, you can see where she's had the tears and things, but she's worked around them, okay? She's made a way to do that, alright? The shadow worker, addressing dissonance, seeing downfalls as the flip side of superpowers, loving yourself back to wholeness, the beautiful lotus that grows from murky waters, disempowering triggers, bringing light into your dark corners, okay? So where those would have been tears, okay, streaming straight down, you can see the shape of those has changed, guys, because it's taking that power and owning it and going back. So for whoever resonates with this reading, okay, you're one who has learned and is learning to hone the sadness, the negative that was holding you, and you're turning it into something beautiful. Working with those shadows, like, okay, I've been through this, I've been through that, but let me turn it around and show people how you can flip it. Let me make something out of this. So there's that energy that's blossoming. It's unfolding is what I'm seeing, and it's being woven through. It's being woven through for you guys, okay? So there is a potential for that star, okay, coming through. All right, so there is that star energy, because it is starting to surround you as you are opening up even more. Now the next card I have to go with this, which goes right after this, we're doing that shadow work, okay, is this one, number 30. It's the healing, okay? Right here, look at this beautiful, all the different energies coming through, just wisping right through, and look at all that light from the top, from the sun, okay? Just like the rays coming through. So definitely the sun is something very good for you right now, okay? During this healing process, but it's being weaved through. Energy rebalancing, energetic awareness, healing yourself and others, exploring healing modalities, Reiki, the chakra system, your unique and innate ability to heal, color, vibration, soul sovereignty, auras, and the Mediterranean system, aligning to the highest good and optimal health. Also, I'm getting someone could be very good at their eyesight, being able to read different people's colors, and you're noticing that now too. You're able to notice people's auras, is what I am getting with this, because everyone does have a different color of auras. And so that is something fascinating that you are learning within the process of what you've done with your shadow work. Now you're moving on to other abilities, like, okay, now I'm learning something new, and this is learning how auras work, okay? And with the Reiki, all right? And there's the Kundalini. I'm also getting too with this, like the Kundalini, okay? Healing and stuff, I'm hearing with that too. Then the next card that I have coming up is going to be number 25, guys. Let me get in here to the little spot I got to get to. This is the Freedom card, and it's, look at it. You see how you got like that dragonfly right there, and you see all that stuff just bursting with bubbles? The other day when I was doing dishes, I had the most bubbles come out. Sometimes bubbles come out, and I've always loved it, but ever since I was a kid, and I always fascinated to watch the bubbles, see which one would be the longest, going up in the air and stuff. This time I was like, holy cow, because there was, I swear, at least 20 bubbles that came out, and they were floating around, and one of the bubbles, no joke, one of the bubbles ended up popping, and it left, I seen briefly, like a white residue, okay? If you can picture like a little sack, okay, what that would look like, from a bug, all right? It looked like that, okay? And I thought maybe I could catch it because it was neat. But no, it vanished, but it was really neat. And this recalled that. It reminded me of this beautiful one right here, okay? And look at all these different eyes that are opening up. These are different stages, too, of your newfound freedoms. Living the life you love, liberation as a shift in perspective, the many facets of freedom, innovating, enjoyment, inspiration to your life, discovering what freedom means to you, overcoming expressions, choices over obligations. Bring a deeper sense of freedom to a situation. Illumination may be a state of mind. A shift of perspective can help bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also consider what freedom looks like to you in the bigger picture of your life. If you are feeling stifled in an environment, it is up to you to make a change. Add pleasurable moments or practices that cultivate a sense of greatness, freedom in your day-to-day life. If you are currently experiencing greater freedom, you may be feeling unsettled. Consider whether it is the kind you were looking for. If you feel ungrounded and lost, perhaps you could add some structure to your world to optimize your freedom, okay? So there are things you can do, and you see in that center the different things they got where you can build, okay? All right, and here and stuff, okay? Trying to see what else I'm getting here, okay, for you guys really quick. I know I'm seeing something to do with a special pen for someone. So someone, there is something to do with work, okay, and it has to do with a pen. I'm also getting someone else doing a project with a soldering iron and making a sculpture, okay? So there are a couple things in here I'm seeing of ideas for people coming through, and there's different layers to these ideas, okay? But give the watchful, mindful eye that these are things that you are liking, okay, and aligning with, and that there's equal balance with them. Because if it's not equal balance, then you might want to hone back, okay, on that one. So that's the reading that I have for you guys, okay? So we have working with your shadow work, okay, and doing that, okay, learning how to take those tears and turn them into something positive. We've got the healing and people coming up with their different abilities of being able to notice auras and different things, okay, and your Kundalini healing and all of that, okay, and looking into the Kundalini stuff, okay, if you have not done that before, do it, all right, you are urged to, okay, there's many videos on that. And then we have this, the freedom, okay, and you have many different choices and freedoms. You don't not just stuck to one. Once you learn how to balance this, once it is balanced, these wings are balanced, you will be able to take flight. But look at, able to stand centered too in that flight. So this is standing center in your flight and letting these ideas come. So this is when you are in your still moment, okay, of this part of this freedom, okay. I'm just going to be, and you're seeing it all inside these ideas that are unraveling and folding, and that's what's going to happen for you, okay. So I hope this resonated with you, and if it did, please let me know in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share. All right, my heart goes out to you. Love you.